So the rough estimate on this job is like $2,500 to $3,000. Hey y'all, it's me, Azalea, and you're watching my YouTube channel, WayCrunchy. Welcome to the 12th episode of this Ole Shack. I can't believe it's come this far. I'm just so happy. Well, y'all, this past weekend I did some work with John. If you watched the last episode, then you know that all the drywall fell down on him. It was this whole crazy thing. He is recovering. Every now and again, he's got a little limp, but I think it's going to clear up. We did get some work done the next day. He's really not hurt. He's just a little limpy. It sounds terrible. It's not funny. I'm laughing because it's like, oh, he's okay. But yeah. Anyway, we worked on clearing out the shed yesterday. I'm gonna show y'all that. Y'all, me and John are working on the shed today. We got Heathcliff the cat hanging out with us. Good things happening. This is Heathcliff. I thought he was feral, but he's actually my new pet. Oh, there you go. His ears were all tore up, but they're healing. So today I've just come over here to piddle. Now I've had a revelation. Now that the house is like clean and nice to be in, I've had a revelation that I now possess a warehouse essentially and an art studio outside of the barn where space is a little tight with all four of us living there. Yeah, so I have an art show. I paint pictures coming up, and I'm really excited because I can like set it up here as I'm like organizing it and getting ready for the show. So that is just lovely revelation to have this space to work with on my other endeavors. Loving it. In these walls that I missed the other day when I thought I was done. We gonna be seeing a plumber this week. Maybe that'll be later in this video. But you know, plumbing, HVAC, electricity is the big things before I can put spit polish on this house and final colors and all that jazz. So that's exciting. It's all happening. Hey y'all, welcome to another day. I have had an unexpected surprise pop up for this old house. And so today I was supposed to meet with the plumber for first time to see about getting some plumbing up in this house. And then I got a phone call from a contractor who could see us today to do an estimate. Ooh, that's so good. So we need a whole new basement floor. There's a soft spot on the floor in the bathroom upstairs. The porch needs to be fixed. There's just things I really need a contractor for to get us moved into this house. And to get estimates, get cost. You know, that has been a wild card on this project. Is since the pandemic came, apparently it's just really hard to get workers, and I've found that to be true. So just finding a professional and nailing them down to come get you an estimate, that's a hurdle to jump right there. Then you got to see how much it's going to cost you. Then you got to see when can they do it. So, you know, I can't believe that today I'm going to see a contractor and a plumber and get ideas about costs and time frames. This is wild card information that we have speculated about since the day I came to see this house for the first time. So, big day for this old shack. And you know, if you're following along on this journey, yeah, we got a house for $20,000, but the big question is, how much money are we gonna have to put into it to make it ready to be a home? So I got someone coming to look at this porch to fix it. I want them to look up under here. So the patch job that I just put in, I'm about to pry it back up.
And it's pretty good anyway. I don't see the reason that you want a good patch up.
Because I want a permanent fix that looks so pretty.
So you just want the contractor to come over with some workmen. So what's going to be happening? What is the contractor going to be doing?
He's going to look at fixing this porch.
Is he going to bring like workmen in?
Not today. We're just talking about how much it would cost and if he could do it. In the stack, just put those by themselves in the pink room if you don't mind.
What? But that's the other studio.
Is hard. That's hard. I did a good little patch job. It was stuck on right. Anyway, I wanted to get that up. I got that up, and now I'm all set, and I'm gonna rest. I'm 10 minutes away from when the contractor is supposed to be here. I'm so excited. Waiting for John to get here, waiting for the contractor to get here. I am just a bag of nerves. I Can't believe this is happening today. Just a bag of nerves. I hate waiting. Twiddling my thumbs. Y'all, I'm standing here in my barn house where we live, and I am cooking some veggie hot dogs. Okay, y'all, I just am over the moon. I cannot wait to get back to the house tomorrow and just like show y'all the work we have planned. It went really well. Seeing the plumber and the contractor. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. All right, it is a beautiful rainy day here at the Fixer Upper, and I was just so excited to tell y'all about the work we have planned. So we met with the contractor yesterday. That was a long time coming. Like, you know, from the first day I saw this house, I knew we were gonna have some work done to it. So it's been a long time coming, okay? So the porch. So we took that big awning down, but we have like the patch job I did, which I pried up so they could look at it. So we have a whole plan. We're gonna fix the porch, okay? So it's tongue and groove. It's beautiful. Have a look. It's old tongue and groove. Love it. This is that old house, eclectic barn house vibe. Anything we have that is still old and good and beautiful has to stay, or there's no point in doing a fixer-upper. The reason you do a fixer-upper, don't do a fixer-upper if you aren't in love with old houses. I mean, you can go do something else much cheaper and easier, but if you are passionate about old houses like I am and you want that character, then do a fixer-upper like this. So, you know, John and I make all these decisions together, and, you know, around the edge of the porch where it was not properly guttered or anything, it's been taking water for years and years. So the edge of the tongue and groove is a little rotty, but the rest of it is lovely and solid. And then we have that one patch. So I'm in love with tongue and groove. I'm like, we gotta keep that no matter what we do. There is no point in having this house if we do not keep things like the tongue and groove. But you know, John wants things to be, you know, clean and safe and, you know, done, finished. And so the contractor was like, what if we just take out the whole porch and do like deck board? I was like, as far as I'm concerned, I'd rather be dead than take out the whole porch and do deck board. I didn't say that, and I don't guess I really mean that, but I feel passionate on the subject. Anyway, that was gonna be expensive anyway. But then one of the contractors was like, how about, because he was looking at that compromise, good man, how about we keep all the good tongue and groove and then cut out the edges all around the porch, frame it in boards going in this direction. So keep the tongue and groove, frame it out, and then on the side where we have the patch, where you're framing on this end where all the boards are good, reuse that tongue and groove to patch over here to make it even. We're not buying any new tongue and groove, which is expensive, and we're saving all this good tongue and groove and then framing it out with boards running in the opposite direction, which is going to make everything nice and new and neat and safe and, you know, pristine. You know, so John likes everything being fixed, and I love that it's going to add a design feature. You know, framing it out, we've got our beautiful tongue and groove and then boards running in the opposite direction. You could do those boards in a little bit of a different color, just like one shade over or two shades over from what you're doing. I mean, it adds a design feature. It adds interest to the eye. It adds character, and it fixes things. And so everyone is happy. So we're going to get that done. So the porch is getting fixed. Okay. So what does something like that cost? That's the kind of thing I want to share with you. So you get an estimate, you know, it's going to be cost of supplies, and like the contractor we're looking at, work is going to be like $60 an hour. Okay. And so they say this is probably about a 3-day job, you know. So the rough estimate on this job is like $2,500 to $3,000. Fix the porch. Now, me and John's job is going to be to put gutters around here to protect the new porch, and then to paint the new wood right away, and repaint the rest of the porch, obviously. So that, and then we're going to be solid gold on the porch, y'all, which is the face of the house. And I could not be more thrilled. Now, over on the side of the house, we're talking about getting some more work done. And that's not any kind of a design feature. That's just where there was like an old chimney that fell down, and now there's a cinder block chimney that ain't right up there now, and just like where the old chimney was attached to the house, just squaring that all out. Waterproof. Finished. So that's the kind of restoration, rehab stuff that's not fun and pretty and decorative. That's just like make the house finished. So we talked about doing that work as well with these same contractors, which we could get started on very soon. And then, you know, with COVID and different factors, a lot of contractors can't get work in until like a year later. You know, I've been calling around. And that's what everybody who likes to flap their jaws has to say. The price of wood these days. Oh, you can't get a contractor, your life depended on it. But they ain't tried to get a contractor, and they ain't actually looked at the price of wood. They just been flapping their jaws at the food line. Okay, so when you're doing a project like this, in one ear and out the other, people who aren't actually knowing the information. So pick up your phone, call contractors, call plumbers, call electricians, call them yourself, get it from the horse's mouth. Don't you listen to those naysayers. Don't you listen. They don't know. 9 times out of 10, probably 9.5 times out of 10, people just flapping their jaws because they like to. And that's fine. But if you're actually the one writing the checks, you do your own research. The reason people are scared of fixer-uppers is they don't have the time to work on them, and they do not have cash. Most people do not have cash. The plumber came yesterday. Now, we don't have a cash estimate in from the plumber yet, but he got in here to figure out how to do the job, what the job would take, plan it out. And then I'll be probably receiving an estimate and like, you know, materials costs and that kind of thing today or tomorrow on that. But, you know, what we're looking for, get the kitchen plumbed, get the bathroom plumbed, get a water hose spigot. And then our basement, the deep dark basement, that is our biggest project at this house. And that is on down the road. It's going to take a long time to get the basement sorted, you know, where we could do things like add another bathroom, add a laundry. But the plumber was like, another bathroom, another laundry, you know, it's not ready, it's not demoed, it's nothing down there is ready to put in rooms and stuff. But he was like, anything we run down here is gonna have to have a pump put in, like for the plumbing, because it's like low. So putting laundry down there, he's gonna have to add some kind of pump. Putting, you know, setting up a bathroom down there, you have to add some kind of pump. So he was like, up here on the other wall of the bathroom is this big bedroom. And he was like, he knew I wanted laundry. Because, I mean, if you're going to resell or rental a property, you need to have laundry on the facility. Y'all know me, I'll wash it in the bathtub, I don't care. But this house is ultimately an investment, you know. Whether we live here for 20 years or 1 year, it needs to be an investment so our money can grow. So laundry is important, but also just on the fact of living here while working here, he was like, I could easily put laundry on the other side of this bathroom wall in the bedroom, and then you'd be set for laundry. So that would be like easy and less hours in, less expensive, you know, no extra pump in the basement. And then, you know, one day we can move laundry to the basement. So getting a kitchen in, getting a bathroom in, getting laundry in on these upper floors, we're getting the upper floors ready to comfortably, happily live in. And then we erase rent from the monthly budget and pour that rent money into restoration. So I just love that idea. I don't know why I didn't think of it, to easily put laundry up there in that huge bedroom where there is plenty of room and get this place ready to inhabit is just, it's lovely. It's It's just lovely. It's lovely. I love it. I love it. Now I tell y'all, the light is just terrible today because it's raining. But I wanted to just take this chisel. So I've already chipped off all the loose paint on this original door. But it's so scarred up. If you watch the last videos, you know I was going to come in here and mess with it again. I don't want to do like chemical peels. I don't want to do that. I might have to do that, but I don't want to do that. Let's get a coat of primer on there and see how it looks. Take a moment to preach, to sing the praises of freaking paint. Okay, so I use the Kills because it kills germs and stuff, but you know, any primer. Okay, y'all, this is fine. I'm glad I went on to primer. I've done enough. It looks good. It's gonna look great. Hopefully I can find, you know, an old-timey, more appropriate door handle for this door, and then she's gonna be just great. This is the primer. We'll think about paint colors later. I mean, it just, paint, primer, it just covers up everything. And like when you look at hole filler and wood filler and different stuff like that, paint itself fills in little holes. And it protects the wood, it protects everything. Paint is like, I don't know the total science of it, but it's like plastic. It coats whatever you put it on to protect it from the elements and wear and tear and whatever. And it's going to cover up any lead paint that might have been up on here. So this is good. This is going to be a beautiful, wonderful door. I'm going to finish priming it. Y'all, go paint your house. Go paint a room. It's going to change your outlook on life. So this is where the old-timey metal lock plate went. That's where your old-timey little skeleton key would have gone on in, and that's where the original doorknob hole was back in the day. This is for a new-timey doorknob. This is the old-timey stuff. This is all the way down to the wood, and I mean, it is just dark and beautiful. No paint on here. This is where that lock came off. Now, I could even pick up some old-timey hardware if I found it. So, y'all know I'm going for this beautiful old house look. So, I'm not going to paint over that. I'm going to leave that as a little bit of a design feature. A little bit shabby, chic, eclectic farmhouse. I might brush over top of it a little bit. Like I say, I might pick up some old-timey hardware. When I'm out scavenging, yes, when I'm out scavenging, I might find some hardware. that matches up good here, but right now I'm gonna leave this. That's character, y'all. Just kind of brush on those edges a little bit. That's character. That's beautiful. That's old-timey door. This is the new-timey door hole. Ain't no one care about that. Except I might put a little doorknob in there. This right here is character. I'm gonna leave that. That's gonna be beautiful. That dark. Here, look through the keyhole. That's the whole keyhole. It's beautiful. Well, we gonna head on back to our barn house and do homeschool and all that jazz. So there's a million little jobs to do. Do a little job every day. We got big stuff in the works with workers. We on it. We on the way. Thanks for following our journey.
Make sure subscribe and leave a comment, and I think you'll love the next episode.